Good morning. Don't mind the hair. It was up in a ponytail last night. Woke up this morning to it looking, well, I said like Bam Bam. Not Bam Bam, but Pebbles from Flintstones. And my dog said from Whoville. And I'm like, Whoville? Okay. I think I can dig Whoville. Uh, by the way, good morning. It is 6:40 and there is snow on the ground. So let's get a cup of joe and let's sit back and have a card of the day. Today is we are going to reset the house day for the week ahead. And not Christmas. Valentine's is just right around the corner. My daughter that finally came over here and saw me, she was like, Mom, the panini is not like it's cut out to be. So I was like, okay, well, I'll find something else, I guess. I was like, lovely, 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 lovely. Do my painting, okay? I'm going to use the phosphor one for this. Good enough for me. Okay, get the other one. It was funny because my dog, it says snow, right? So he was expecting snow. So before he got into his shower, he looked at, there's a window, and he's like, it's not raining, it's not snowing. And then tells me to look out the door, and So I look out the door, and I'm like, oh look, there's snow on the ground. I'm like, oh well, now there's snow. Before there wasn't. I just smiled at him and said, okay. He's too cute at times. Like last night, he goes like, you know, you don't have to be so agreement. You know, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Yada yada yada. And I'm like, oh, I don't mind. If I minded, I would let you know. But I don't mind. Didn't mean for that to happen. Two. No creamer or milk, so I'll just do 3. Because those are big scoops. They're big scoops. Of course, cinnamon. Put that backwards. So yeah, I had my daughter over. My daughter finally came over here. What day was it? I think it was like Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. So I'm fixing to switch out chairs to a more comfortable one. Oh, that's much better. So, yeah. I forgot my puff puff. My brain is like not there right now. Oh, look, I got a little cup holder. I wonder if it'll... Nope. Just for a regular Coke can or something, I guess. So, good Sunday morning. Like I said, it's now 6:48, I do believe. It is snowing outside here in Amarillo, Texas. So grab your cup of coffee, your hot tea, your hot toddy, whatever you're going to be drinking this morning, and let's get down to the grind. And while my daughter was here, now mind you, all she talked about was chasing that dragon. And, you know, I wanted to flat out tell her that I really don't want to hear about your drug use and the effects of it and how you sleep on it and yada 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 and how much it takes you to get extremely high. I as a mom, I don't want to hear it. Definitely as a parent and a mom, and a very concerned mom, I think this child forgets that even though she is my ride or die, I am still her mom. And even though, you know, I have had my experience with that, I don't want to hear about it, to be honest. I don't. You know, I could deal without hearing about that, seeing it, knowing that my daughter is doing it, it's very unnerving to me because I want so much better for her than her to go down the path that I went down. And granted, she has already gone down that path when she was 13, supposedly. Um, so I'm like, I don't know. I was very disappointed and I was very upset at her. But in the same token, she's 19, and I told her this when we was talking about Alex, and I don't like Alex, and she knows that I don't care for him. But she is, like I said, like I told her, because she was telling me, that DJ was hitting on her and saying that he would treat her better than Alex treats her. Oh my God, good grief. My head hurts. This hurts my head so badly. He's like, but Erica whooped his ass. Okay, now mind you, DJ is a female who is taking testosterone, and I don't have a problem with said transgender. I mean, I had a friend in Australia long ago that her son went through the procedure of making him a her, and I was all for it. I was like, cool. Whatever makes that person happy is, what they need to do to be happy. And if being a male makes you more happy, being a female makes you more happy than being who you was born as, then who am I to disagree? But okay, so I digress. Sorry about that. So she's like, yeah, Alex is very territorial, yada, 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 and whatnot, and she was saying that DJ didn't like the way, I guess, he treated her, and I'm like, butting in and trying to wedge yourself between two people that, even though my daughter, even though I do not like the said person that my daughter is with, I'm not going to come in between those two. I will disagree with her choice, but I will support her on this. And this is what I told her Friday. I said, look, this is the thing. I said, I don't care for Alex. But, and I said, listen, but you are 19 years old, baby girl. Okay, you are a grown woman now. All right? You are old enough to make your own choices and decisions. And I have, in order for you to fly, I have to push you out of the nest and let you fly. And in order for that to happen, I have to step back and say, okay, she is her own person. She is supposed to be mature enough to make her own decisions and choices. And the whole point, I said, the whole point, Nikki, is this. I said, you will never learn to fly if I smother you, if I helicopter you, if I choose things for you, if anything like that. I would be enabling you to grow as your own individual person. And so I have to step back and I have to let you fall. and I have to watch you fall. And if you fall, I will be there to pick you up, dust you off, wipe your tears, and be there to comfort you. And say, this is how we do it. This is part of life. This is part of being an adult. This is a part of growing up. You know, sometimes we have to face the things we don't want to face. And this is part of just maturing. She did tell me the reason, and I already knew it, the reason for her relapse is because she didn't want to process everything that happened. She don't want to have those flashbacks of what happened. She don't want to have, she don't want to, and it's understandable. I mean, right now it's raw and it's still fresh what happened. I mean, because it's only been not even a month. I mean, because it was like after Christmas that, you know, she got raped and whatnot, and she was doing really good because she had went into the pavilion and they was helping her out on getting back on track and whatnot, and of course I fair warned her about this dude. She didn't listen. She said that more likely she would be his undoing, and more like he became her undoing, because when she broke up with him and broke his heart, he decided that he was going to seek revenge and tried to scare her back to him. And like on that same, you know, note, her supposed friend Leah told her that she was going to bring her my hair, especially that right there. Ugh. There's something else to do with my hair. I don't want it to be in a ponytail right now. So yeah, there's that, and I'm like, okay. It's like, look, I know, but she told me that, and I was like, yeah, and I already knew it. I knew that was the reason, and everything. So, yeah. And then I asked her a question because I already knew the answer, but I wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth. And I love my daughter to death, but I know how people can get when they're on that stuff. Priorities and stuff like that are already, they're gone. They're gone. All you think about is chasing that dragon. So I asked her, I said, Nikki, how's the training going on Jinx for her to be your service dog? And she looked defeated when I asked that. And I'm like, okay, give it to me. She's like, yeah, on that's not taking place. I'm still training him, but training her, she's just not going to be a service dog because she's too, well, let's just put it, lazy. She is way too lazy. All she wants to do is sleep. But that is the dog that she wanted. My hair. So I'm like, okay, well. And then she started talking about her dog sniffing around for drugs, and I'm like, I don't really want to know this. This is not the kind of training that I was thinking, but okay. So yeah, then Friday night came along, and we had Charles here, and we were talking, all three of us, and I was talking to I was talking to both of them. I mean, because my dom already knows what's going on. He's here when most of this is going around. So I was like, damn, okay, well, I told him, and I said, oh, she's chasing that dragon. And then I told my dom, and I said, Daddy, I'm kind of disappointed in Nikki, but I was expecting it at the same time. And he's like, what is that, baby girl? And I was like, okay, I knew that the training had stopped on Jinx being a service dog, but I had to ask her. And he goes, and what did you get? I was like, what I already knew. But she gave up on making Jinx a service dog for her. And that broke my heart, because that is what she needs, is a service dog. And so he's like, I kind of figured that out myself, and I was like, I know. I did too. I was just hoping for the best, but when you're optimistic, sometimes you perceive it as, the glass being midway, halfway empty and halfway full. You hope for the best and you expect the worst. So therefore you really don't, your expectations are like lower than you usually have your standards. And that's the way it was, for me and Nikki. I kind of already gathered that she gave up on that. But I am still proud of her. She is still looking for work and job. So she's kind of getting back on track. But then there's that chasing that dragon and whatnot. And my thing is, when she gets a job, that means more money for her to get her stuff. But so yeah, there's that. I'm gonna do dishes. I did dishes yesterday, but then I fixed. What did I have for lunch? I can't remember. What did I have for lunch? Was it that sandwich that I made? Maybe not. Yeah, I think it was the sandwich that I made. And then for dinner, I had, which was really good, I'll probably have it for breakfast here later on. It's 7:04. And I put peanut butter with cinnamon and sugar. Maybe I'll put less sugar in it and whatnot, and put the cinnamon and peanut butter and a little bit of sugar in with my olive oil. Oh my gosh, it was so good last night. It was so good. I'm glad I tried that. I was thinking about putting the strawberries in there, but then I was like, no, because that has extra sugars in it, plus the natural sugars that are in the fruit. And Yeah, no. And I really don't like strawberry oatmeal very much. So I did that. Um, I'm still checking on my um, calorie intake. I'm trying to watch that because I don't want to go like over my calories. And I know I don't. I know I don't because I don't eat enough during the day in order to um, for that to happen. And I eat when I eat my dinner. I don't eat it like late. I eat it when it's still kind of light outside. So and then I had a croissant, peanut butter, summer sausage kind of sandwich that I made. Could barely eat the summer sausage, but I still ate it. It was pretty good. And that had my protein take in it. Um, so I had that. Along with water. And, oh, and he didn't watch the videos, but he saw them, and he was talking to me about it. He's like, "Yeah, I saw your videos," and I'm like, and I was thinking like my feed. I was like, my music videos? Yeah, I have a lot of those. And then he explained and was like, "Oh, those, yeah." Like, "Oh no, those. I do brag about you a lot, and then I like complain about my daughter a lot. Some of them have card of the day. Some of them just chat. Some of them I'm cleaning. So yeah." He's like, and then he was like telling me the process that he was going through in his mind, the list. And he's like, she needs to have a hobby. There's no harm in it. Um, Yada yada yada. He was basically, telling himself that there's no need to watch them. And I'm like, just ask me and I'll fucking tell you what's on the videos. I mean, the ones that I can remember because I do so many. But wonderful Sunday morning. Oh, and my daughter called me last night. Don't know what time it was, but I know that I was exhausted and I was tired and I was ready to go to bed. Like I hit that pillow, curled up to my dome, and like freaking fell asleep. That's all it took. So yep. I am going to try this one exercise today. Hopefully I can do it. And I did do a what is it? To pose. Oh, a yoga pose, yeah, last night because I was hurt, my back was hurting, so I was like, okay, I need to stretch this back of mine, especially my lower back. But oh, as far as I mean, we just might have uh, the winter squash as a main dish. figure something else out for a side. I might just ask if he could get like some rolls or something to make like maybe like I don't know, garlic toast and get some butter and whatnot. We have stuff to make Doritos, but I'm looking at the sodium intake because and he said that I could get a burrito yesterday, and I was like, I just had summer sausage that had 660 milligrams of sodium in them, and I'm thinking, okay, that's like way too much sodium in my body, because the hamburger meat has the seasoning in it for tacos, which has a lot of sodium in it. I get it, and I want to know what the calories are in this. Okay, here we go. Do I want to know? Oh, that's not bad for one package of calories are 20 calories. The sodium is 340 milligrams, 14% of this little package alone. Total carbs, 4 grams. Sugars are 1 gram. Protein is less than 1 gram. Vitamin A, 4%. So the calories are okay to have this. Alright? The sodium is where it gets you. That is a lot for this little package alone. 340 milligrams of sodium. So now can you imagine if you picked for a large family, so if one of these is 340, you would add another 340 to that, and you would get your sodium take. So 0, 0, 4 and 4 is 8, 3, 6, 680 milligrams of sodium in this. And you're still in your good range of calories because it's only 40 calories for 2. But, oh my gosh. And then you got to look at, alright, so the cheese that you put on there, the sour cream if you put sour cream on there, alright? You got to look at the taco shell, alright? If you use taco shells or if you use, tortillas, you got to look at that. Let's look at, I have tortillas, so let's look at that on the calories, and we'll add the 20 to that. They don't have no, this one does not have a little list thing. Okay. So then I guess I need to look that up and figure it out. Let's see our cheese. You're looking at, let's see here, 110 plus 20, 3, but 110, 60, and 20, so nine, and then, so that would be still 100. Oh, that's pretty good. I guess it's about 190 calories. I'll actually add it up when I get off here on my calculator that is on my phone, so I'll actually know, and then I'll put it on here exactly how many calories. But I mean, so you're looking at that, and then because most tortillas do have the calories and whatnot, the table of ingredients. Those didn't. And then if you're not using tortillas, and you're using taco shells, so that has cornstarch and all that stuff in it, corn tortillas, and then there's the oil that you use, or if you put them in the oven, then that's good, but if you use the oil, then, you know, you add more calories to that, and so you really got to figure out, you know, what is